My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm reviewing Dior Sauvage EdT Toilette. This is £74 for 100ml. The notes are bergamot and broxin, sort of the same. Do we have our bottles of Sauvage EdT Toilette? Are we engaged with the high stuff? Let's get testing. So I think Dior is a really great house. Everything they produce is super strong. Everything they produce is distinctive and has that Dior thing. So I think this sits in a category of blue fragrances, of sweet blue fragrances. And what I've noticed on my journey is the best-selling fragrances, men's fragrances, tend to be ambroxan-like or ambergris-like, sweetened with fruit molecules. That's kind of what I've noticed. And there's a definite thing. And I think this sits with, not the same, but this sits in the same category as the Bleu de Chanel. This is a different house, different fragrance. But I think they're sort of all sort of similar. They smell really good corporate perfumery. This is bergamot heavy. This blasted bergamot. Bergamot's a very interesting raw material. A lot of people are nose blind to it. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there can be some science, but it is. You citrus heavy fragrances, we go nose blind to them. This Sauvage thing is a mixture of bergamot, vetiver, lemon, and sort of patchouli-like raw materials, or patchouli, nutmeg to give that sort of spiciness to it. And I think it's just really fantastic perfumery. It takes a lot of hard work to do this, and I hope you realize that perfumery is insanely difficult and insanely hard work. And to get something that smells finished, you have this wall of beautiful fragrance. I think is just, I admire perfumers because it's a very hard job. So this, immediately what I'm getting, apart from the ambroxan, is the methyl pamplemousse. That's kind of what I'm smelling. That grapefruit mixed with the ambroxan, mixed with sort of the Azure Super and the Hedio and all of that sort of stuff, and Lily of the Valley raw materials combined with the bergamot and that sort of stuff. Clean, fresh, but it is sweetened. And it is sweetened with lots of fruit-like raw materials. And this, I would have thought they would have starting out with sort of like, they would have had the backbone, obviously, the Azure Super, the ambroxan, the Hedio. And then the fruit accord in this is what's key. And that's what you're smelling. The dryness comes from the ambroxan. Ambroxan is really dry smelling raw material. So you're having a sweet dryness to it. The fruit molecules and the geranium-like raw materials is sort of the key, mixed with sort of the acetates that's sort of vibrating at the core of that. The musk choice in this is really, really key, because if you differentiate from this type of musk, you get a different feel to it. And generally speaking, in men's fragrances, you have a raw material called hannibalide. And hannibalide has so many different uses, and it's indispensable. It's a Firmenich raw material. And Firmenich are having problems producing hannibalide because apparently a precursor isn't available. I don't know why. And we tried contacting Firmenich because this is a raw material I use. And it's insanely difficult. And now there are alternatives so other companies now are stepping in and producing alternatives to hannibalide that are better. So super exciting for the future of perfumery. I'm very curious as to the future of perfumery, because with reduced amounts of hannibalide, you're going to have a different finish to fragrances and things change slightly. If it's me, I'd like it stronger, but the hannibalide is quite apparent. Hannibalide smells metallic, slightly apple-like, like a hot iron sort of smell. It's really unique and very, very distinctive. This is robust. Dior always works on my skin and always does this robust wall of sort of fragrance. Acetates, linalool, ethyl linalool, all of that combining to give you this sort of finished fragrance. Onto my final thoughts. I'm not surprised this is like a best-selling and the best-selling men's fragrance in the world, to be very honest with you. It does everything for me that you kind of want in a man's fragrance. Instantly likable. It's the right amount of sweetness. It's the right amount of harshness. It's the right amount of projection. It's the right amount of money. The naturals are perfectly chosen at the right amounts. The price is what's getting me. £60 for 100ml. That's like insane. I wouldn't change this. I think it's particularly excellent. Just a really, really good fragrance, and that's why it's done so well. I think it's masterfully put together. And there is somebody, I think he's retired now. I think his work is excellent. And I love the strength and sweetness in this mixed with the sort of methyl pamplemousse and apple acetates, all of that sort of stuff. I think it's excellent. The price is what's getting me. You know, for once, this is like awesome. And this is where these big houses kind of get little houses I've mentioned before. For an EDT, doing this sort of thing, I wouldn't change it at all. And I'm going to mark it a 10. I think it's really excellent. And it's the price which is awesome for me. And I have a much respect and reverence for people who can construct something so finished. And I think everyone's got it. And I think kind of, you know, I understand why. This is a very, very good fragrance. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's the DNA is unmistakably Sauvage. And I think the skill in creating that is like highly skilled and like super fantastic. So if you love that review, thumbs up and subscribe for fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.